wear the crown in the capital city. From Marshall to Manning, offense ruled the day. It's about legacy in Indianapolis. These are the Colts. In Houston, they fight for what's theirs. It's George Blanda and Warren Moon proving they belong. Now the Texans battle for what they fought so hard to take back. These are the Texans.
What's up, guys? I'm back here with some more Madden NFL 25 featuring my player Reggie Branch playing for the Houston Texans. And today we are in Sunday Night Football taking on the Indianapolis Colts. And I think this is the game where Gary Kubiak collapsed at halftime when he was walking to the locker rooms, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I think it would have been the other game. I don't know. But, hey, he's not going to collapse at halftime during this game. I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen. So, let's talk about the playoffs a little bit while we're at it. We got this weekend's games. Let's start with the Colts and the Patriots. I feel like the Colts just have a way to just come out and win these games when the stage is big and everything's counting against them and everything like that. They're just like the underdog kings. Like if they're underdogs, they're going to win the game. I'm just putting that out there. If you haven't noticed that already, then, you know, read the lines that you see. Like the teams are favored by 1 point. Kansas City was actually a 1 point favorite on the road last week and ended up losing by 1 point. So, yeah, that happened. But I feel like the Colts just find ways to win. They just do. And without Rob Gronkowski and all of the great receivers over there in New England, I feel like that Tom Brady won't be as effective. Plus, Tom Brady hasn't really been the best playoff quarterback in the past few seasons. Sure, he went to the Super Bowl against the Giants a few years ago, but man, he lost that game. And not to mention the fact he got his ass kicked by the Ravens last year. Or was it the Ravens? I don't know. Fuck, I don't even know anymore. Tom Brady's been struggling in the playoffs recently, so I mean their winning percentage in the past few seasons has been like under 40 or under 50%. So it's not always a good thing to have that. So another game that's in the AFC is the Chargers and Broncos. That one's another really close game. I feel like Peyton Manning has too much to lose for him to like give that away, to like mess up that game. I feel like he's gonna come up with something huge. And he's going to win that game somehow. I like Phillip Rivers. I like what he's done this season. I'm not 100% sure that Peyton Manning is going to have such a letdown like that. I don't think he's got it in his repertoire at this time. I don't think he's got it in his system to mess up that colossal again for a second straight season. But, hey, you never know. But I'm going to take the Broncos in a close game. And on to the NFC. We got the Saints and the Seahawks. Seahawks by a landslide. I mean, look what the Seahawks did to them on Monday Night Football. And they're going back to Seattle. It's going to be hell for the Saints. I mean, seriously. I would hate playing in Seattle if I was the road team. I would hate it. I would. It's terrible. It's so loud. It's just ridiculous. And the Saints didn't know how to, handle it. And they just got overwhelmed. And they're going to get overwhelmed again. Because Seattle's just too good like that. So I'm going to pick Seattle in a landslide. And on to Carolina, San Francisco. I got Carolina in this one. Carolina's defense is just the best defense since the Buccaneers defense back in 2003. I mean, good Lord. That's the best defense I've seen in a long time. And, yeah, they've had performances where they kind of, like, looked meh. But which defense hasn't? I mean, not every defense is going to look like it's top-tier defense every week out, but as long as they do it for a majority of the games, I have no problem with that. Kind of like the Bucs back in 03. Like I said, the Bucs didn't have the greatest defense in the world, or they actually did have the greatest defense of all time, in my opinion, but not every week did they play like it. They had some losses where they got just absolutely pummeled, but hey, it happens. But back onto the game, Carolina's going to win. I feel like their defense is enough to stop Colin Kaepernick, and the whole San Francisco offense for that matter. Frank Gore's not going to be very effective, and Carolina's offense is getting better and better by the week, it seems like. Cam Newton's really starting to come into his own. Hopefully he can carry that on the next season, but who knows. So I'm going to take Carolina. So those are my little predictions for this week, and leave your winners in the comment section below. I'd like to see who you guys think. I'm not going to disagree with you guys' picks. I mean, they're all really close except for really just the Seahawks and Saints. I know I understand if you're like a Saints fan and you pick the Saints, but let's be realistic here. If you're not a Saints fan and if you're like just a normal football guy, everybody in the whole world, including their moms, know that the Seahawks are just going to demolish the fucking Saints. But hey, you never know what could happen. It's every given week that anything could happen. But on to the gameplay here. We're up 14-3 here in the fourth quarter. And I'm sorry about skipping the gameplay about that, but that's just, what happens. So Reggie back to throw, dumping it off. Here's Posey taking it in. Touchdown, Houston Texans. And I squealed a little bit. Oh, my God. I haven't drinking anything all day. I kind of just woke up and did a commentary after I took a shower. That's not always a good thing. I need something to drink after this. But Reggie's scrambling out of the pocket, and he's going to get absolutely demolished by Robert Mathis. Just beat down. But we're going to get the ball back. Still 5 minutes left in the fourth. Still up 21-3. Sweep right. Ben Tate, look at him go. Oh, my goodness. My God, he's been doing work. Haven't you noticed? I mean, 7 carries, 91 yards. I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but that's beasting right there. So Reggie in the I formation. We have DeAndre Hopkins in motion. He's back to throw. Looking. He finds Griffin in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston Texans. And it's now 28-3. It's slam dunk. And remember this, Houston, we have liftoff. Beep. Homemade sound effects for the win. But 1 minute left, third down and 11. Reggie back to throw, and this one is going to get dropped by the offensive lineman. I don't even know why he's in there. But we're going to get another field goal out of this. It is going to be 31-3 maybe. Yeah, that one's straight through. Lawrence Tynes has a pretty good leg. But we are still undefeated on the season. I put this up to All-Pro. But it seems like, no matter what I do, it's just not happening. Maybe all Madden with the sliders changed. I don't know. The sliders on this game, it might help me, but it might not. So who knows? But anyway, guys, look at Reggie winning player of the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're a first-time viewer of myself, please subscribe. But until next time, my name is Sin with Vengeance, and I am the mayor of Jam City, and I am out of here. Peace.